In this special episode of Video Mojo, my guest Anton runs a YouTube video editing company in Kyiv, Ukraine. We talk about YouTube tips and how he built his video business in less than a year, but I also want to encourage you to stay tuned till the end when we talk about his life in Ukraine and how inspiring he is as a creator and an entrepreneur to be doing what he's doing in Kyiv. Enjoy. Welcome to another episode of Video Mojo. You know, video and YouTube in particular is this dramatic business opportunity, and very few people would believe that you could have a viable YouTube business in less than a year. But welcome, Anton. You say your last name. Say your last name for me. Welcome, Anton.
Anton Koshelyev.
Koshelyev. And Anton is in Kyiv, Ukraine. And most of us here in the West, we think about Ukraine and Kyiv, and it's got to be a war zone. But actually, Anton is this fantastic YouTube entrepreneurial story. So, Anton, give us the background. You were not a YouTuber a year ago. We're recording on September 29th, and October 1st is going to be your business anniversary. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, John, for having me. And you are right, because a year ago, I started just on October 1st. I just switched from different business and decided to try. I always been interested in producing video, but it was like theoretically. But I decided to give it a try because I lost my other businesses, and I decided to give it a try. I just
let me pause you for a second. That you lost your other businesses not because of anything you did, but because of the war, right?
Yeah.
So give us that context. You were, I think, doing what in the coffee business?
Yeah, I had a coffee business company. We had our roasters. We were importing coffee, roasting it, and selling to coffee spaces, coffee places, to the offices. We had a lot of these vending machines and all this stuff, and it was pretty good. But since the war started rolling out through the country, no one is in the office, no one is buying coffee. So I decided to move on because I'm a man of action. So I decided not to sit and wait until the war gonna end, because I don't know. I cannot control that, but I can control that my actions. And I decided to start what I was curious about YouTube, particularly for a long period of time. Like many of you, I've been watching this great YouTubers. Know many of them. I'm pretty sure that you know all these big names and these bright names of YouTubers. So I decided to start my channel. I just uploaded on October 1st on my channel. I just uploaded the first video where I make a statement that I'm the same day I'm going to Upwork, making an account, and I would try to create a production business. I gonna edit videos. I gonna produce something, and I gonna sell it as a service. And from that day, I worked with more than 40, actually even more, maybe 50 YouTube channels, edited hundreds of them. Now today I have a team of 5 video editors and 1 project manager, and we work together in one office in Kyiv, and we are doing great. We're trying to become better and better.
So it's a great story about how the internet and YouTube in particular is a global creator economy. You and I met through the ConvertKit, which is the email marketing program that I use, and apparently you use too. Your YouTube channel, by way of reference, is the same name that we see in the background there, Levtone. if people want to find you on YouTube. But it's a great story, and you know, and it's interesting that in the war zone, most of us are doing business virtually, but you're bringing people into the office, and you all are actually doing it old school in a way.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny because I firmly believe in remote first companies. I firmly believe that you can build absolutely remote company. But once I started hiring some talents to my agency, I realized that they are like not of the required level. So they don't understand the vibe of YouTube, because it's not just skills of editing, of knowing the programs and knowing the software. It's the vibe of creating a video, understanding of the hooks, of the structures of the video, of the sound effects, everything, a lot of stuff. And I
So
realized that I cannot rely on editors who are like sitting somewhere in Ukraine or not, and don't know what to do, and I need to be constantly on Zoom calls and explain what they should do, and at the same time I should edit my videos and produce my videos, so it's very hard. So practically I decided just to hire local editors and teach them, elevate their skills, and together it's I believe that it's the quickest way to help them grow faster.
yeah, that makes you powerful as a company. So you're providing that leadership and the skills necessary to be successful on YouTube. And you and I have had conversations that I think would be valuable to the audience in terms of what's working on YouTube. What's the format and the structure, the style of videos when you talk about the YouTube vibe? What's working? What do you recommend?
I would recommend to start from because I have this. I've worked with many different niches. Most of them it's educational, explainer videos, less entertainment. I would consider myself as someone who is focused on explainer and educational, like talking head, like explain how to do something, how to achieve something, how to elevate your skills in some area. So I would suggest to start from the understanding what's your audience end goal, because it's very important.
How can you help
If
them do something, right?
yeah, it's important to go from understanding what's your audience end goal, because if you don't understand that, nothing else is important. Because if we're talking about some real estate guy, his end goal is to make another deal, and you can provide all the services for him that can make it happen. Like you can sell some training for brokers. You can help him to grow his skills in sales, in building his personal brand as a broker. Or so you need to understand the niche you're working in, and what like if you work in running a real estate channel for real estate brokers, you need to understand how you can be helpful for all those guys. Like you need to take all this crowd of newcomers who just entering a real estate business, and take them to the next level with sales, with structuring their business, helping them many different things, and you can niche down into every single niche and find many different topics you can be helpful for your audience. But the end goal
Yeah,
is to take
makes
them.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about talking head videos, I've seen your work. They're not just like we're doing now, talking head videos.
Yeah.
You're doing educational videos that deliver the value you just described, but highly produced. You guys are putting a lot of time into the edit of each video. Is that right? Is that what you
Yeah.
recommend, that people need that production value in order to create video mojo level engagement on YouTube?
I would, of course, I would suggest to be the best, to produce the best possible production. Yeah, I would suggest if like if you check my first video on my channel and the latest, it's like from different galaxies. It's absolutely different level of production. But anyway, I would suggest not to overcomplicate things. I would suggest if you want to start, you start. From whatever point, from whatever level of production which is available to you right now. Because I would, with my experience right now, I would film great quality video with iPhone and simple lavalier microphone. Choose a good daily lighting and find the room with good acoustic, and it would be great. It would still be great. And one more
That's
thing.
a beginning. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Just I would suggest to begin, because it's very important to. It's even in the YouTube mindset is to start from something. If you want to check the first video of, I don't know, Alex Hermosi, Ayman Garanji, Mr.
Mr.
Beast,
Beast. Yeah.
Iraq, everyone. They all started with filming themselves in bad quality. And it's just in YouTube mindset that you start from something. So I believe that it's if you want to make something on YouTube, you should create this actionable plan. Like, this week I'm gonna film anyway. No matter what, I'm gonna film a video and upload it on YouTube. And then 1% better, 1% better, and within a year or two, you can get somewhere.
That's the culture of the creator economy in general.
Yeah.
And from a business point of view, and wanting to support your business, to be frank, but also, it's my experience that there's a lot of leverage in working with an editor. Like my Video Mojo podcast that we're doing right here, I work with a freelance editor, a small little editing company like yours. This one happens to be in Albany, New York, but it frees me up to get more content done. And you're finding businesses coming to you and coming to your company for the same thing, right? That they can leverage their time, and if they have as a business the some money to invest, that's a big. I learned when I did the Ali Abdal, video course, that's one of the first things they recommend. The first outsource thing that you should do is to outsource your video editing. So how are you finding that, and what kind of businesses are coming to you, for you to make a difference for them to get more content done?
I have absolutely different types of businesses.
Give some examples, such as.
Yeah, I would give you some. It's of them are internet entrepreneurs. It's businesses of from real estate to services like warehouse, drop shippers, and but it's a kind of sometimes I got some clients who are in horse business or some pet store, or it could be anything. I do not surprise anymore. I'm not surprising if it's something. Some educators, some other editors who are also white labeling my services to and selling them way more expensive. It's different stuff.
So agencies that are upselling, and most of the other businesses coming through Fiverr, is that right?
No, mostly through Upwork.
Upwork. Oh, right.
Upwork, yeah.
Okay, good.
Upwork
Right.
is a kind of sometimes people finding me on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on in different places. But Upwork is I just decided to use Upwork as showcase because on Upwork you can see that this agency or freelancer earned like this amount of money, have like 50 positive feedback, and you can track everything, and you can't fake anything.
Yeah, no, I like Upwork and for that reason too. And I have hired freelancers off of Upwork, and those recommendations and the track record being visible is great. So a couple quick YouTube tips for people. What do you feel about shorts? How important are shorts? Are you producing shorts? Do you think that people need to do shorts in order to build their YouTube channel?
I don't believe we talked before.
A new perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead.
I believe that the shorts it's not waste of time, but for most of the educators, it's not the best place to put your energy in, because whatever niche you are in, you can find like 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 inquiries most of your audience is struggling with. Like I'm running a channel for freelancers. Most freelancers want to elevate their skills on sales.
Freelancers, right?
Yeah, freelancers. Yeah, write better cover letters, elevate their pitch, maybe create a video explainer of who they are, find the first job. A lot of different inquiries. It's evergreen content. Every single day, someone in the world is plugging coming to YouTube and asking, how can I find the first job as a freelancer with no experience or something like that. And if you create a valuable video which explains step by step how you did it and how you would suggest someone to do it, and this video can work for you for a year or two. Right now I have on my channel about 30, maybe 40 long form videos. And all
And
of
by
them,
long form, how long are you talking about?
from 5 to 10 minutes. It's
Not everybody would consider that long form, but go ahead.
yeah, but it's like we call it long form content. Everything. What
It's not a short.
It's not a short. Yeah, yeah. So this all these pains of this, you understand your audience. These inquiries. What people are looking for on YouTube. And you create a valuable content, and it's working for you for years. I produced my first videos, which were not so great at production, still getting me some views every single month. It's not some astonishing amount, but maybe another 100 or 200 views each month from one video. And it's bringing value to this my audience. It's creating a name for me as someone who is guiding these newcomers to reach their goals, and it's working for me. It's bringing me views, subscribers, and every single video is sharpened to some problem. And when it comes to shorts, you they are not searchable. They're searchable, but not to the same extent. And it 90%, maybe 99% of shorts lives just 2 days, 48 hours, and your short is dead. I do not recommend to use it as a best. They spread quicker, but they die also very quickly. So I do not recommend to put all your energy, because you became a slave of the algorithm. You're trying to get more views.
Yeah, don't become a slave of the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's an important message. So one other thing that I think is important that a lot of people don't realize is how crucial thumbnails are. And you agree that thumbnails are actually very
Yeah.
important, right?
Yeah, I would definitely I agree that thumbnails it's kind of a cover of the book, and it's not it's even more important than cover of the book, because what we see right now is a feed. Like, even if someone is subscribed to your channel, and highly likely that YouTube is gonna show the thumbnail of your video to your potential viewers. And
In the search results, right? I mean, that's the
yeah,
thing. Is
in
that,
the search result, and in the feed also.
yeah.
And if your thumbnail is not catchy enough, not like creating this desire to click on it, it's never gonna work. I follow like from 5 to 10 different thumbnail guys on Twitter, and sometimes they show some astonishing results. All these guys like Mr. Beast or Airrack or Michelle Khara, or all this top creator in entertainment niche, they create a bunch of different types of thumbnails, and trying to achieve at least 10% of CTR. 10% of CTR is something, to me, it's something incredible. I have, though, on my channel one video with CTR of 10%, but most of them.
What are you saying? The jar?
CTR. It's a click-through rate.
Oh.
It's
CTR, click through rate.
CTR. Yeah, CTR. It's very important, because YouTube basically track two main metrics. CTR, how many people are like YouTube showed your thumbnail, how many people clicked on it, and then how long they stayed on your video. It's the main important metrics. There are 20 or 30 other less important, but these two are crucial. And if you cannot create a thumbnail which is like at least 4 or 5% CTR, then it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work to you. Well, I'm still learning how to do. Great.
Me too. Yeah, we're always learning. There's always more to learn, and I really appreciate your insights, Anton. But I have to say that I also am really just inspired that despite the war going on, despite having been in other businesses, that you've made this pivot and in less than a year created this business. I think there's a lot that we can learn from you also. Any words of inspiration that people can use to take action, like you're this man of action, as you said before.
I would suggest not. I don't know. It's funny, because I just decided to start small. Like many people have this block, because if they've been successful in the past, they cannot start small in some new niche, in some new business. I believe it's just my suggestion. I think. But I decided that even though I've been an owner of a company, I did a good money. I had a nice car. I live in a good apartment. I traveled the world. I had a good life. I cannot complain. But because of situations that happened to our country, to me, I cannot do anything. So I just decided to start small as a freelancer. freelancer to work for some really small money. The first month I got like $80 or $100, I don't know. The next like 400 or 500, and step by step I created the name, and I just decided, start small. Do not put your ego aside. Do not chase the opportunity to start as someone like very important. You need to pursue, you need to achieve something to get recognizable, to get the name. And by the way, you know the statistics that 99% of YouTubers can't achieve the hundreds of episodes, upload of hundreds of episodes. My humble opinion, from my experience, most of it because of ego. Some of them are getting some traction, but it's not enough. They consider themselves as something bigger, and they can't reconcile with this small growth of the audience, of their brand, of their views and everything, and they eventually quit.
Yeah, that's an inspiring humility that you have, sir. The other thing that I want to come back to, and I've been sitting here thinking about how to ask you this question, but it's something you said to me when we were talking the other day about the Ukraine and the Russian invasion, and that if you didn't do your business, you would be letting them win, or words to that effect. Can you clarify that for me and tell people about how business relates to the war in your life?
Yeah, I would. It's important to me because I understand that like I have a strong self-confidence in me, that I want like that I gonna make it in any different niche, but also. Do you know that we can't leave the country right now? Like all the men are forbidden to leave the country because someday maybe we're gonna be called to serve the country and to fight against the Russians. And I understand that many people lost their jobs, and many young people can't find their way to make any money. So I decided, I decided to build some type of a business that I can hire as many talents as possible and try to grow their mastery and help them earn some money and make money for living here. And this is our way to survive and to stand against the crushing of our economy, of our lives and everything. So it's our fight for financial survival. Here in Ukraine, we do not expect that the war is gonna end today, tomorrow, or maybe in a year. We just decided to stay, try to earn some money, maybe to grow our economy. So if you are just making some things, make it big. It's just my philosophy. So it's my approach to making things.
Yeah, no, I really applaud that courage that you have, and it's quite apparent. And in the face of clearly Putin and the Russians are trying, as you said, to crush your economy, to crush your human spirit. And you're an example of standing up in a very creative way. And I love that YouTube is helping you with that. And, I wish you every success, Anton.
Thank you so much.
On every level.
Yes, thank you. And I would also add that YouTube is adding me a lot of value. It's once someone is on Upwork is checking. Oh, by the way, just as a reminder that right now is air alert is over. We had another attack on Kiev, so we have this reminders that air alert is over. But anyway, YouTube is adding a lot of value because when someone see you on YouTube, they understand it at the same moment that you are clear about your intention. You are putting your name, your face, your everything, like your reputation. Like you cannot do the low quality service and be the name of the brand. You are trying to do as great as possible. You are clear in your intentions, and if you build in your name as a creator and as a founder of video editing agency, so you will be ashamed if you trying to provide low quality service. So people love to work with me because of that. I just see it, and and many clients told me that once they checked my channel, they decided to work with me. To inspire some of viewers of your channel, so if they hesitate whether they need to start their own channel and became a YouTube expert in their niche, I would strongly recommend, because it's very beneficial to having one.
So where do people find you if they're interested in working with you? What's the best way?
The best way is you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, the same way, left on.
Okay. And on Twitter, you're the same, Levtone?
Yeah, the same.
Great. Thank you so much for making the time, Anton, and thank you for everything that you're doing. I know that you're making a big difference in many people's lives, and you're an inspiration. Thank you.
My pleasure, John. Thanks for having me. It's a big honor.